Let's try that again. Yeah, third time. I've done a little tiny bit of leveling, and I have done what I've said. Yeah, because it was actually stealing money from me, so I've tried to level it as much as I can here. I think we'd have to remove trees if we wanted to do any more, and I wouldn't mind doing that, actually getting the bank closer to this. Also smooth this. Is still not perfect, not by a long shot, but I didn't want to, it's a money pit, this type of thing. So yeah, I've smoothed it somewhat. Also had a few thoughts. I think what I did over there is not a bad idea. I think what we ought to do is remove the reeds and continue this road here past here, basically. Build that, pour some concrete in the edge of the forest, wink wink, and sort this out. I think if we build a roadway right around the edge, I think that's not a bad thing, similar to what we've done over the other side. I think, yeah, we just means us moving a few little trees around the edge and extending, moving the brush and doing what we've done here, really. Here, in fact, here. let's get it right. Yeah, up to this point here, well, that's all I did there, was remove the reeds and all of the things that were there and just level it somewhat. So we've got plenty of spare soil over the top to grab with our bucket and bring down here, if you know what I mean. Yeah, so let's just try the wood. And if this doesn't work, I was thinking the most important thing of all is the animals, is the cows, truthfully. So, but I mean, obviously that's going to take quite a lot of money to actually do that, and we're not going to have many cows, but yeah, we've still got a bit of one, and it is a bit. We are running sort of short. That's why I wanted to get this production. Also, we are going to have to spend some on the wool productions to actually ramp up our... So maybe the cows, we wait for getting through the rest of the winter, truthfully. It's another point as well. How much... So look in our productions. Not there. You won't see anything in productions there. Yeah, I'm trying to think. We did actually stick... Yeah, the sunflower oil. How much have we got on hand? Because that's really, I think it should have sold, yeah, what, 5 tons. I'm sure it's November. Sunflower oil is about the best time, so it's going to be at its best-ish now. Oh, maybe not. Oh, no, it's not. Best is March. So again, March, yeah, we want to be ramping that up, doing as much as we possibly can on that, and yeah, selling everything. So that's March. I'm glad. Right, let's have another go at this and see if we can get this something right. I've moved the equipment out because that was what ripped holes in the terrain. So I've moved everything from up there, everything from down there. There are a few pieces of wood. They also do weird things. I buried a load of wood, which is ridiculous. Those little tiny ends. Nothing spectacularly worth a fortune, but still it was a silly thing to do in my haste to try to get this job sorted. Anyway, let's try one more time to get this wood yard actually fitted. Yeah, we'd like to get the wood finished, but say that a long-term project is definitely to have that road in the middle. I think it just means us thinning out a few trees and things like that. Right, come on, where are you? Wood yard. I've never seen it as low as 14,000. It's definitely better than ever before, he says, as he can't actually get... Oh, does that thing sometimes where it doesn't... Yeah. Why, we have got a 14,000 before. What happened to that? I think 15.2 was the best we got it yesterday. In fact, that's better than ever before. It's what it does to the road, though. That's on the very edge, just before. Let's have a look. Let's go down and see. Now, we know it's good up this end. There may well be some, yeah, more terrain leveling we do over here. Although, oh no, I reckon that's not... No, I did smooth that, yeah. Yeah, there's a little bit of terrain ripping there again, so we need to level that a little, or smooth. Yeah, and it's also done the same here. Wow, has it done the same here? Wow, I don't believe that. I got that really nice and level. Right, anyway, yeah, I'll do that. I'm not going to charge myself because I've already done that, and that's absolutely torn it. So I'm going to do that off camera. I'm going to do that, smooth that, and then we're going to crack on with the rest of the session. So I'm going to bring you back in to show you exactly what it is, and I'm going to keep that record of that money so we know what I'd got at this point. So I'm going to see you shortly. Right, sorted that. Yeah, I've smoothed this somewhat. It's not got any horrible angular edges, and yeah, I should show you the road. It's not bad. It actually only took a couple of grand, but I've put it up to almost what it was. I've 30 out. This was awful. That is not bad, and that also is smoothed. So the smoothing doesn't actually cost that much. It's the leveling and the lifting, so that's not bad. So we shall have a look at this in a little while. I'm going to fill that wood, maybe get another one. I'd like to get that sorted, so as we know what we've got to play with for the animals. Yeah, that is the next thing. So I'm almost sure when we did this yesterday, there's a bit of stone and a few. I'm sure I said I'd got to do a couple more of these trees. Let's have a look. Let's pull back and actually have another look at what's needed doing. I know that wood needs shifting in that as well. It's more, yeah, there's that stone. I think I needed to remove that redwood, and it is 155,000 is, yeah, I do. I need to move a few little bit, because otherwise I'm going to take the road as well. Yeah, so there's the red tree further in, and I don't think there's much more than that far red tree here, this one. So we shall do that now. Yeah, we shall send it that away, otherwise it's going to be in the drink, and we don't want that. Yes, and I'm not going to do that. We have a tree stump. Yeah, it seems highly. It's weird how some logs are better at doing the cutting, like using that, switch it on and go down, than others. The other pine ones are awful. These are quite nice. You can literally just run along the branches. I have very little success with the piney type ones. Also very little success when I have ×3 speed on. That's why I'm struggling with this. But yeah, it's yeah, that goes really nicely. Love the measure mod as well. Was it that one, or was it a bigger one? I think it was that one. Oh, was it that one on the edge? Maybe. Let's chop that one as well. I don't think that one was helping, if I'm honest, and it is the biggest one. Let's try and cut it sideways cut, so it's going towards... No, I think that's a bit too sharp an angle. Let's say about there. Yeah. Well, let's knock my speed down to standard, because it's so hard to cut a log when you're speeding around. Yeah, we should manually cut this with the measure mod as well. Get all of the wood that we have got on hand gone, so that we know what we've actually, yeah, the profit we've got from the wood as well. Yeah, I'm loving the way that the equipment's rounding out. It really is doing very well, so I'm well chuffed with that. Right, I'm walking up the log now. Yeah, did that waste a lot of money with leveling and all the rest of it. That was tremendous. It's doing right with you. One thing I've noticed with my my recording software, I haven't got much of the shake. In fact, if I take my recording software off, it does something, and the flickering of the lights that always has happened over all my recording career happens. But as soon as I switch my recording software on, it actually stops. So whatever my recording software is doing to interact with the graphics driver or with Windows, it is stopping the flicker. I literally, if I switch it off, I can't show you obviously, because as soon as I start my recording software, I used to always be complaining about the flicker that used to happen to the reds and that. And I'm not saying it never happens anymore, but it certainly doesn't happen very often. But it does happen. If I switch the cameras off now, it will happen. Right then, so do I have to just press control? Now I have to have that out. Is it just... No, it does it itself. So the measure mod is actually on all of the time now. It literally starts itself as you actually pull up the chainsaw. That is absolutely fantastic. You used to have to press a key, and I always either that or it's built in now since the I don't know. I mean, because the measure mod, I'm sure I checked the key config, and you put like a black thing in the ground. So I don't know whether this is just down to the platinum expansion, or whether that it automatically clicks on now the measure mod as soon as you pull up the chainsaw and starts touching a log. But whatever it is, this is absolutely fantastic. It shows the maximum length, and it does an up and a down at the top left hand corner. It is quite amazing, especially when you work into platinum expansions where you need to do it 6 meters exactly. There's a lot of shaking going on. I think it's because I'm like hovering in the air a little. Yeah, game mechanics are a little bit strange. Yeah, I thought, yeah, for once I'd chatter whilst I'm doing this, because this is not as bad as, yeah, using the proper equipment, or that's it. Let's not lose our. Let's just concentrate as well. Yeah. Well, there's not much to do either on this score, so that's the other reason. I didn't want to be, I think... Yeah, I think that'll do. It's going to be slightly longer, but we're still going to get that warning. So there's that one, and there was this other one here, which is not very large at all. I think one cut in the middle. Even though it's not going to be perfect, so that's not bad. So then... let's have another look. I know obviously the wood's in the way, but just so as we can see again, if we can actually get that into that area. Say there's a stone as well just there, and there's obviously some tree stumps that we've also got to do, but this is just about, can we get that in to that space. I think it's that red one there. The other thing is, I'm unsure of is which way to do this, whether to have the yard. That's not far off. Yeah, oh, there is one more tree. Looking at that. Yeah. Right, is that redwood. The other one there, the biggest one. It's not set, it's the one set forward, which has got to be that one. Or is it that one? I think it's, yeah, it is this one, I'm sure it is. There's also that one there. Let's get this done, and then hopefully this should be the last tree. And then I'm going to go into a time lapse to collect all the wood up and all the rest of it, and get all of the tree stumps done. And I'm not sure I'll get that all done in one session. Oh, and let's not chop that. We have a tree be gone to do things like that. Yeah, I got carried away. I'm not used to using oh, come on, it will pop. Old brain, come on, kick in. It'll pop. It's getting late in the week again, where all my words go all fuzzy and take ages to pop. I was going to say the woodcutter mod, but it isn't the woodcutter mod. It'll pop. I know you're all shouting at the screen. Yeah, and I don't blame you. Right. Oh, that went a bit weird. Right, okay, let's do that again. Let's do them. Yeah, I think this is absolutely fantastic that this does the countdown both ways. Oh, that was a bit of a skip. Yeah, I do like this fact that we're doing the 2 of those as well. I wasn't sure it was going to work. That's why I did that save, which ruined the thing. Because obviously, it's ever so hard to get your angles. If you stop, jump out, and save the game, and then jump back in, it's always different. The angle's slightly different. It's very difficult to get a seamless switch over when you sort of get out of a vehicle or... Right, concentrate. Yeah, so you could see in editing, I can see it's plate. Right, that's it. Right, smashing. Okay, let's try that one last time, and hopefully now we have chopped the right one. Yeah, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into a time lapse. We're going to grab everything. because at least then we know what we can afford animal-wise. I'd like to go as good as possible. We also got to save some money for our productions, some more of the all-in-one productions for doing our wool and that's going to bring in a lot of money as well. So, right, animals, one thing at a time, Mr. Smith. Concentrate, please. Yeah, so it could be that way. There's not really much in it. I think we can... Yeah, that's not far off. Let's just make sure. Yeah, I don't think that's far off. There's maybe that other red tree as well, actually. Looking at that. So I think we'll... yeah, and this is obviously... I did say there were 7 or 8 of these. This one as well, definitely. So I'm going to go into a time-lapse now. We're going to do this time-lapse, and then we're going to literally crack on. We're doing all the rest of the... yeah, collecting of the wool. Well, when I say all the rest, as much as we can for this session. Oh, no. Right, so I'm going to say my words. Whoa, I'm going to see you guys and gals on the other side. Right, I think that makes a fairly good session, to be honest. Yeah, we've cleared all of the wood, 510,000 almost, and yes, my driver seems to have bailed out somewhere, so yeah, there's a couple. I think what we're going to do now is a couple of and I did make a terrible mistake. I am really, obviously I'd forgotten that the fact that you can sell wood, and well, no, I hadn't, but I thought you've got to get out and literally press the sell a thing, but obviously containers self-sell. So that was a total mistake, and obviously I lost 10,000 for that. Now I'm debating whether or not to give myself the money back, because I never would have done that. That was just because I ran over the sell point and totally didn't sort of think about that, and obviously the price was well under what it should have been if I'd have gone to the container warehouse, which, as you know, I've never done that apart from those few little straggly ends. However, for selling the straggly ends and the bits and bobs that are left, I don't think it is a bad idea. But I think I hope you will agree that really it was 10,000 under what it should have been had I have gone to the thing. Next session I'd like to literally do all the clean up. I'm going to go and grab the lorry. In fact, yeah, I am going to grab that off camera. So I am well chuffed. We've got our with animals. I can't do that this session because obviously, yeah, but I do. Let's just go one thing we will do. I'd love to place the animals, the cows, next session. Truthfully, with our sheep are doing well and they've been fed this morning, all the rest of it. I suppose we can manage. Yeah, I mean, we're going to get tick. I don't know what's happened to the BGA. I am a little bit unsure as to what is happening with that. So we've got the stones up. There's still just the odds little bits and bobs now on this. Let's see, with all of that wood gone, actually how that looks. Yeah, that looks a lot better. Obviously, there's still I'm not going to place it, but we can just see if it is. And I don't think we're going to be far out. Oh, I don't know. Oh, it's still. Let's try that all different angles. I see that goes over the road. We'd either have to go in that way or twizzle it that way. Can't quite see how. Let's have a look, change the angle a little. I really don't want to lose any. Yeah, we're nearly there. It's that spindle, that bit of a tree that yeah. I can't see any others in the way. Apart from myself as usual. So I think next session, this one here, which I think will tree big on that one. That's the one that's in the way. We'll get all the little bits and bobs. So we'll do a full load on the normal trailer, which I shall retrieve now before I off camera and bring that in. So yeah, I'm really chuffed. Trying to think, 155. That's 350. It's 100. I always average it. It's 100 odd thousand per 60 animals, which means if there's 350, that would mean there's 300,000, which is 180 adult cows. I don't think that's bad. That was still going to produce quite a lot of milk and such like, even from sort of day one, or from month one. So we should do that, and it gives us 50 odd thousand for TMR to keep us through going through the winter and all the rest of it. And obviously we got BGA tick up, and there's the stones to chuck in. In fact, yeah, we did stick some in. Let's have a look how that. Well, now we've got quite a bit of lime in here. I did notice. Yeah, 15 tons, 67 tons, a lot of water. Yeah, 67, and there's no more material. So that is the last of the digester. One more complete load of the digester, and then that is it. So then it's a matter of just going through the winter. We've got obviously whatever bits and bobs of wood that we have got left, all of that one cleanup, maybe one good load. Maybe sometimes it surprises you, there's more on hand than you think. Oh, that is a point. I'm going to do that on the inside one because I have not got a clue. That's a point. Doesn't this take wood, or is it saplings, to actually have a look? Let's have a look. So this is, I've got to be honest, I haven't done any homework on this at all. This is me just wanting to place this because I thought it was a fantastic thing for this. So what do we need to stick in? Recipe 2. Yeah, I'm going to have to do my tree saplings. So, right, so we go and buy some tree saplings and put those in. 50 manure, 10 herbicide, and well, in that case we shall wait for our cows to produce a little bit of manure, and we shall go and buy some saplings. I'm going to look on YouTube to see how, yeah, if I'm totally right on this. I truly am. But yeah, so I'm not going to switch this going, not just yet, but I am chuffed. I'm going to have another go at this. This is a little bit too severe. Even though I've softened it, it's still not quite right, so I'm going to build that up a little bit, because it's quite severe when you come down. It doesn't look too bad like that, but it does when you're in a truck. Yeah, so anyway, 509,829. Yeah, I truly do hope you're going to stick with me on this journey. And I'm going to say thank you very much for watching. And goodbye for now.